What's up, everyone? We're back at it again with another Marvel Legends review. Hasbro was nice enough to send over yet another wave, their newest wave, well, at least at the time of shooting this video, and that would be the X-Men Wendigo Build-A-Figure wave. As you can see, there's 6 figures in the wave, and then 1 Build-A-Figure. So if you get all 6 of these figures right here, you could build this guy right here, Wendigo. And let me tell you, he looks awesome. Actually, let's just start with him. He's a Build-A-Figure, and he's front and center, so let's start with him right here. Now, he's a beast of a figure. If you have the Marvel Legends Hulk figure or the Sasquatch figure, he's going to fit in perfect. You can kind of recreate your Hulk 180 and 181 going on right here with Wendigo and all that fun stuff, and Wolverine and the Hulk. It's pretty great. Let's give a 360 of him as I'm doing. I'll turn him by the foot. His tail is fully posable right there. Well, it's not fully posable. It's sculpted, but it's fully posable in that sense where you can do a full 360 with it like that because it's just on a peg. So it's molded though, so it's not like bendy wire or anything like that. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't think, that matters much at all. His sculpt is great though. Like, look at all that on the back, like all the fur, all the hairs on his legs right there. Freaking awesome. The blue shading, because he's basically Marvel's Abominable Snowman. Really, really, really cool. His face looks awesome. He's like an Abominable Snowman. He's like Marvel's version of that. He looks really cool. He's got like the snarling teeth right there. Looks like he's got blood on him. It's great. And his posability is really good. You get full 360 at the shoulder. Kind of goes out a little bit because the plastic right here is a little hard, but it does go 360. Single jointed elbows. Articulation at the wrist. Normal for Build-A-Figures. He's got 360 at the waist. He's got your ab crunch forward and backwards. Then his legs go out about that far. He's got an upper thigh cut right there, so you can spin that around. He's got your double jointed knees, and then of course he's got ankle rockers or ankle pivot, which we all love so much. All of us action figure collectors love. All in all, he's just a really solid figure. And again, if you have a Hulk or a Sasquatch, he's gonna look fantastic standing right next to them. So that's the Build-A-Figure. Let's move along with some other figures right now. My favorite single figure in the wave, which is a little bit out of order here, but I want to talk about him first because he looks awesome. Mr. Sinister. So I'm gonna move Wendigo to the side. And let's take a look at Mr. Sinister. He looks fantastic. He doesn't come with any accessories, but he doesn't need to. He looks awesome. He's got that, his iconic cape from the comics. Like, it's all little strands. It is so, so cool. He just reminds me of 90s X-Men and all that goodness, the 90s X-Men animated series. If you were a fan of that series, this is also exactly how he looked in the cartoon. It is great. And he's reappeared in Powers of 10 and House of X, so he's relevant as Jonathan Hickman is making him a big part of what he's doing with the X-Men right now. And as far as his articulation goes, he's got the normal, which you're going to see pretty much with this whole entire wave and all Marvel Legends. He's got the double jointed elbows, he's got bicep cut, ab crunch, double jointed knees, ankle rockers, does he have upper? Yeah, he's got upper thigh cut right there, all that fun stuff. Paint applications are awesome, and that's just like a perfect Mr. Sinister. So moving him to the side, we have my second favorite figure in the line, and that's gonna be Nightcrawler. I've wanted a Nightcrawler figure for such a long time. When Toy Biz had the Marvel Legends license years ago, they did a pretty good one, but I think this one outdoes it. He looks perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. He's got his tail right there, does a full 360. It's not a bendy wire or anything like that, but it does a full 360. It's kind of similar to the Wendigo tail, just a lot thinner. He comes with his sword, which he always uses. He's got the ab crunch, double jointed knees, elbows, all that fun stuff. You can see I got him in a pretty cool pose right there, at least I think so. And he comes with 3 heads, that's right. So he's got the head that I have on now, and then he comes with 2 other heads right there. He's got some alternate heads going on. So we got a grimace right there, like a yelling, screaming face going on where he's pissed off, which that looks really, really, really cool. And then he's got kind of just a stern, serious face going on right there. And he comes with 1 interchangeable hand for his right hand, I believe. Yeah, right hand, which is just, it's like semi-open, kind of relaxed, but you could probably still put a sword in there if you wanted to. And yeah, so he comes with 3 heads, an extra hand, and he just looks awesome. And I know if you're trying to complete your X-Men Jim Lee or your 90s Jim Lee, right now he's going to fit in perfect with the White Storm, the White Costume Storm that just released, Colossus, and all that jazz, all those other figures that have been releasing for the 90s X-Men. So it's a fun new addition. Let's move to Cannonball right here. We got Cannonball. Now there's not much to say about Cannonball. The craziest thing about him is he doesn't come with legs. No, this isn't an accessory. this is how the figure comes. Which is awesome because Cannonball is essentially, you know, like a human cannonball. You know, he could propel himself through the air, hence the name Cannonball. But it's a little lame, I gotta be honest, that he doesn't come with legs. You can't swap him out. Now, he looks awesome, and I mean, it's definitely cool to pose him like this, but I mean, there's not much else you could do. Like, you can pose his arms a little bit different ways. I guess you could have his arms going up, but it's pretty much, there he is. He's got ab crunch, double jointed elbows, wrist articulation. He's basically just the upper half of any other figure. I hope in the future, though, they probably release his legs, because I know with Marvel Legends, they'll release accessories for figures they've already released in different like 2-packs or figures that gives you more incentive to buy that figure. So, you know, they could probably release his legs in another X-Force figure coming up down the line, and you'll want to get that figure because you're going to want the legs for him because this does pop off. But he looks cool, but I am disappointed that he didn't come with a set of legs. But the blast effect does look cool, but again, a little disappointed. No legs for Cannonball. All right, so let's go back over here. We got XForce Wolverine. I feel like Hasbro has released like 10 to 12 Wolverines. It's insane. Him, Deadpool, and Spider-Man, they've released so many, which I'm not complaining about. I mean, they do that because they sell and everyone loves those characters. It's just crazy. This guy has so many freaking figures. I've lost count. Tiger Stripe, Brown Suit, X-Force, biker version, Weapon X, it's on and on and on. First appearance is crazy. But that's good. If you like Wolverine, I mean, you're going to want all the versions of him. And this is X-Force, one of his coolest versions, at least in my opinion, because the black and gray looks all stealth, you know. X-Force. Everyone loves X-Force. Let's give you a 360 of him. With that said, though, since they've released so many Wolverines before, and I think we actually reviewed several of them before on the channel, it's pretty much the same thing. They just gave him a new paint deco and new claws. His claws are different from other ones, actually. If you could see right there, they're a lot thicker. If you have any of the other Wolverines, the claws are a lot thinner. This, they made them a lot thicker. I guess they wanted the X-Force version to be more aggressive, which is really cool. So at least they switched that up. And I love the red eyes on the X-Force costume. So that is dope. But again, standard articulation for this X-Force Wolverine. And if you have a Wolverine from Marvel Legends, again, basically just a new paint deco. Same thing, double jointed elbows, knees, waist swivel, all that fun stuff. So go back over here. And then we're going to jump to Boom Boom. Yep, that's right, Boom Boom. Some of you be like, Boom Boom? Yeah, that's her name. Her name is Boom Boom. So she's pretty much your standard female Marvel Legend right here. She's going to have the single jointed elbows, but she does have double jointed knees, ab crunch, ankle pivot, thigh cut right there. You guys get the deal. I don't need to repeat myself over and over, but she does come with some really cool effects. So she has this flame hand right here for her blast that's coming out of her finger right there. Then she also just comes with a singular like flame ball. Well, that's what I'm going to call it. Looks kind of like a cheese ball right there. An extra open hand that you could swap out, and another face, another portrait. Because when I have on her, she's blowing a bubble gum, kind of similar to a DC character that's also female. But you get 2 heads for her, and yeah, she's really cool. If you're wanting to complete your X-Men lineup, X-Force, she's going to be a must-have because you're going to want to round out your collection. So we're going to move her back over here. It's really cool. I will say, though, that we did get a Boom Boom figure. I would have never thought that was going to happen, but I say it all the time, Hasbro is really rounding out the entire catalog for Marvel, and it's freaking great. Speaking of rounding out the Marvel Universe right here, we got Guardian of Alpha Flight. Really, really, really cool. So I know Hasbro actually announced that they're going to be releasing a 4-pack, is it? A 5-pack with the rest of the members from Alpha Flight. So if you want to complete your Alpha Flight, he is going to be a must-have. I actually recommend picking him up now if you want Alpha Flight, because when the 5-pack comes out, everyone's going to be like, the only character I'm missing is Guardian. He's going to go up in price in the aftermarket. He's going to be hard to find. So I highly recommend, if you like Guardian or Alpha Flight, pick him up. He is a pretty solid figure. I mean, he uses the same body mold, I believe, as the Spider-Man 2099 mold. And he's got great posability because of that. So he's got calf articulation right here, double jointed knees, upper thigh cut, double jointed elbows, ab crunch, waist swivel, 360 at the head. Solid figure. And he doesn't come with any accessories. You just get Guardian. But again, if you want Alpha Flight, you're going to have to pick this guy up because you can't have Alpha Flight without Guardian. You're going to need him. So we're going to move him back over here and put Wendigo back in the middle as he's the Build-A-Figure. Again, you buy all 6 of these figures right here. You could build this guy right here. But that's going to do it, guys. One of the latest waves for Marvel Legends by Hasbro. If you want to pick these guys up, we're going to put links in the description below on where you can do that. And of course, we want to give a huge thank you to Hasbro for once again sending out some Legends for us to review with you guys. It's kind of becoming like a staple of the show. I think we've done like 10 waves by now, and we don't plan on stopping. I like it. You guys seem to enjoy it. So yeah, but other than that, I'll see you guys next time. We'll talk about all things comics.